Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Tactics Star Wars Tournament. 16 Star Wars characters from various movies will compete to find out who is the toughest in the galaxy. Each battle will be composed of various rules to make it interesting. Some with infantry only, some with weapon restrictions, or anything else you could possibly imagine. Each match will be as equal in terms of numbers and positioning as possible within game restrictions. But one thing's for sure, the warfare will be epic. So without further ado, here are this week's contestants. Today, the Star Wars Mod Tournament battle will be between Commander Keller and Jedi Master Obi Wan Kenobi. Keller was a clone commander of the Galactic Clone Marines. He was a feared warrior, and in his previous battle managed to destroy General Grievous, which is no easy feat. He was known during the days after Order 66 for hunting down rogue Jedi, which makes his matchup against Obi-Wan particularly interesting. Obi-Wan's previous battle was against Commander Fox, but Obi-Wan's force of rebel soldiers beat back the veteran clone trooper and won him the battle. Will he be able to beat another clone commander in this episode? Find out right now on Daily Tactics Star Wars Mod Tournament. Hey, what's up you badlers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with another episode of the Star Wars Mod Tournament. Today we have Commander Keller against Obi Wan Kenobi. Now, Commander Keller, of course, has his Galactic Marine Troopers, a very elite legion for the Clone Wars, and this is, of course, probably after Order 66. You know, Commander Keller was assigned to go and hunt down Obi-Wan, who has gone rogue, along with his Rebel Alliance troopers or whatever, something like that. It's the Star Wars Mod Tournament, so there's not really lore behind it, but sometimes it's fun to just imagine, like, why is this tournament battle happening? So that's sort of what I imagine in my head. Regardless, both sides have a wide variety of weapons at their use. Since last episode we did a large vehicle assault, I thought today we'd go with infantry only in a close-knit area, so there's going to be a lot of close combat within this city. You guys know I love me some close combat, so I'm very excited for this one. There's also a smaller little city over here where there will be another engagement, but the larger engagement I imagine will happen over here, maybe even some in the middle. Who knows? The AI gets to do what they want. It's the Star Wars Mod Tournament, baby! So yeah, without further ado, I'll be right back and we'll get this started. Alrighty then, guys, let's go ahead and press start right now. Both sides should begin moving forward. They span pretty much the expanse of the entire map, so very large scale battle. Each side has 100 troopers exactly. Well, 101 if you include General Kenobi, even though I don't know if he's a general anymore considering the war's over. You know, maybe he's just Jedi Master. But I mean, Jedi Master is obviously a higher rank than General. He's Jedi Master, come on. So yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about that one. And, of course, Commander Keller is in this business as well. He's chilling back here as his troopers begin to engage. It seems like Commander Keller and his soldiers have decided to take up a residence within these blockades in the inner city and are firing from behind cover at them. Not a bad decision. The rebels, though, are on the outskirts sort of firing in. They've taken up this little high ground bit here. Oh, I just saw Obi-Wan running somewhere. Where on earth did he go? Oh, he got butchered over here. But not before killing a couple of troopers with his lightsaber, and then more troopers get grenaded by their own grenade. They might just be concussed. Yeah, a few of them were just concussed. But Kenobi just sort of diving on in there and taking the fight straight to Commander Keller, and as a result losing his life. Alright, let's go in slow-mo real quick because I want to check out what's going on this side over here. Looks like another rebel army engaging over this way against some of the clone troopers. Seems like the clone troopers over here aren't doing so hot, but the clone troopers in the inner city are doing well. These guys over here seem to be kind of in a bit of a slump. There's a lot of them stacked up against this building here, not really engaging with the rebels. Meanwhile, the rebels have taken to the rocks and are sort of engaging from there. Lots of dead rebels over here, actually. Wow, lots of dead rebels. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Over here in the middle, rebels closing in a little bit tighter and tighter against Commander Keller's position. But he's got a lot of troopers in solid defensive positions over here. This is a solid position. More rebels actually just sort of running around in the inner city, perhaps looking for a flanking route. They might not be super familiar with the city, though, so it might be tough to find. And over here we have another, actually, little excursion force. We'll go back into normal speed. Sort of lying in the grasslands over here. This could be a good position, actually, since the rebels are focusing in on the city over here. Then this tiny little force off to the side could come in from the, the side and flank around and get some kills that way. It does seem like they're distracting the rebels at the very least, and perhaps, just perhaps, helping out in this battle a little bit, which is nice. Rebels pushing a little bit further forward, resulting in some deaths, but they got a couple nice grenades off there. They are doing some damage to Commander Keller's troopers, but of course they're having to assault this just sturdy blockade here, which is no easy task. Attacking a defensive position is not easy, so maybe the rebels need to back off a little bit and maybe allow for Commander Keller's troopers to sort of peel out and then attack them as they peel out of that defensive position, but they don't seem to be doing that. A bunch of them going in the buildings here and there, maybe looking for windows to shoot through or something like that. Meanwhile, others keep on rounding this corner. Let's go back to the back over here and see what's happening. More rebels encroaching on Commander Keller's troopers' positions within this little side city over here. Looks like a little bit of fire going out as they spot some of the Galactic Marines who are sort of crammed between this building. Man, 1 or 2 grenades just in the right place here could devastate those guys. They're so clumped together. But the rebels, they got to get a little closer before they're going to be able to do that. And they're approaching. They're getting in there. It's not bad. Their assault's going well. There's also a few troopers off to the left over here who seem to be battling a couple of guys over here. Looks like they've gotten some kills on them. This little side skirmish is pretty interesting to me. I kind of dig it. I do dig it. Alright, back to the main area over here. Keller's still alive, but he's getting hit pretty hard right now by some sort of a sniper rifle, I believe. All of these dudes over here did end up going down. That's a large portion of Keller's troops right there. But they still have a solid amount of troopers over here in this blockade. Only a few of them went down. Meanwhile, quite a few rebels still alive around here. I'd say it's very even. If we look at the minimap, the blue are the rebels and the red are the clone troopers. And yeah, it's still pretty close right now. It could swing either way. This is a close battle. Rebels do seem to have more troopers sort of spread out over a large range. They got troopers here, in the middle, way off to the right, and way off to the left too. Meanwhile, Keller's troopers seem to be driving themselves into these small little defensive positions, which could be advantageous because, they have better firing force in numbers and they're playing defensively and they have, barricades and things like that will support them. But simultaneously, they're wedging themselves into a corner where the rebels will have an easier time sort of crushing their resistance because they're all solidified into one spot. They're not fluid or flexible in their positioning. And we're seeing a little bit of both in this, actually. We're seeing some of the Galactic Marines getting picked off one by one, but we're also seeing the rebels trying to do larger assaults on the position, and it's resulting in death. So, kind of interesting. This whole unit, actually, though, that is on the outside is alive, and this could be a devastating unit. This could really hurt the rebels if they decide to migrate this way or anything like that. That could be bad. Back into the little side city over here. Still more Galactic Marines. Looks like they have taken some losses, though, from the rebels. Rebel soldiers seem to be accumulating outside this large steeple type of a building. A little bit of fire going on. Alright. We'll see. Rebels have an easy shot right here. I mean, they just have to filter their fire straight down this narrow hallway. And they are getting a lot of kills because of it, and I don't think the clones have an angle to shoot back at. So this is the end for these clones, I have a feeling. Are there still... Yeah, there's still one trooper up here. This guy could maybe pop up and get a kill or two. Oh, actually, there's more rebels up in the forest, though. That could be dangerous. Yeah, maybe not. Rebels taking out this unit of clones over here so swiftly. It's gonna hurt the clones pretty bad. Oh, and these clones over here that were in the woods in the very back are now engaging with some of the rebels. The rebels have the high ground, but the clones do have the numbers, so we're seeing more clone fire coming out, but we're seeing rebel fire coming down at an angle and managing to get quite a few headshots on these clones. Hopefully we see both sides, sort of playing to their strengths here and putting up a challenge for each other. Of course, not every engagement is going to be equal. That's what makes it a tournament. Does look like the clones did manage to dispatch those rebels fairly easily there. Rebels still got some troopers over here, though, that could contest these guys, though these guys do seem focused in on making sure that the other rebels in the inner city don't, peel off over here and they could take them out as they run, because they've just been holding that position this whole time. Really steadfast right there. Man, Galactic Marines within the city, though, their numbers are waning. They don't have a ton. They've got some hiding out in buildings and stuff like that. And the rebels seem to be employing the same strategy, just sort of taking a break inside the buildings. Oh, more engagements over here out in the middle. I do love this, like, tall grass sort of fighting. You can just sort of barely see the clones and stuff like that because of this, like, large boy weeds going on. I don't know, it looks cool. Looks pretty sick. These Galactic Marines don't have their normal, like, skirt things that they have, around their waist. I think it's just not in the mod for some reason. Perhaps they took them off because they were getting in the way of the fighting or something like that, but I do kind of wish they were there, because it sort of completes the look a little bit. Rebels really pushing the advantage over here and managing to kill quite a number of those clones within the trees here. That was a nice move, because they actually completely eliminated the remaining clones here. Though they did take pretty heavy losses in doing so. They only have 3 troopers left. And in doing so, they also left a few remaining clones behind them. So these guys could peel out and take these few rebel soldiers by surprise here. Not sure if they will. The rebel soldiers seem to be pushing out that way. What's going on in the inner city here? A little bit of transitioning in terms of Galactic Marine troopers. Looks like maybe they're pushing out a little bit more, trying to maybe get into different positions. Yeah, lots of rotation going on. That's what we like to see. We like to see a little bit of fluidity in the defense. Ooh! There's like a small window that they can shoot each other through in here. Oh, and a door. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So there's been a little bit of action within these walls here. Oof. Big oof right there. Oh, Rebels making some pushes over here. This guy's like got Overwatch duty, making sure none of these Galactic Marines try to push out, and a few of them are, and this guy's just pinning them down with quite a bit of fire. These guys hoping in vain that the barricades that they're using won't be destroyed or won't leave them open. One of them does die. The other guy pops up to get some shots off, but there were 2 Rebels right there who just absolutely nailed him. Yeah, Rebels making a big push here now and starting to just sort of encompass this building in soldiers. Oof. Let's check in on the Rebels in the woods. The Rebels in the woods actually seem to be skirmishing right now a little bit with some of those Galactic Marines that I said were left behind. They're sort of chilling in this building. Interesting. Oh, we got movement over here. Looks like more Rebels sort of moving around. Commander Keller's still in the game here. I was sort of wondering where he went off to, and I guess that's question answered. Rebels trying to blitz here, which is very strange. Ooh, this guy got a good position. Gets a few shots off. Keller, why don't you stand up and kill him? Ooh, didn't need to, because that guy got blasted in the face. How many kills does Commander Keller have? 3? Dang, that's impressive. And I think Kenobi got a few too, so Commanders are really coming into play. Alright, so let's check out the... Ooh, Rebel coming in. Oh, he goes for the melee. He melees 2 of them. Passes by Keller, moves out here, but didn't realize that there were more clones down that alleyway. What an absolute legend. Wow. Holy guacamole. Okay, so on the minimap, blue are the Rebels, red are Keller's troopers. It does look like there's an engagement going on over here from what I can tell. A small one. And that Rebel just sort of walked away from it. Okay, then. Rebels really are encompassing the city right now and just sort of putting the squeeze on Keller and his troopers. Oh, Keller did end up going down apparently in there. It's a shame we missed that. What is happening here? Boys, why don't you kill that guy? Oh, there you go. Someone finally was like, alright, fine, we'll kill him. Fine. Everything's fine. Alright, it's sort of tit for tat right now. Every time a Rebel soldier goes down, the Rebels manage to take out a Galactic Marine. Every time a Galactic Marine goes down, they manage to also take out a Rebel soldier. It does seem to sort of be like a back and forth going on right now. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Though I would say that the Galactic Marines sort of did dig themselves into a pretty bad hole that they haven't been able to get themselves out of by just sort of staying very stationary during this battle. The Rebels' abilities to sort of transition troopers around in various positions I think helped them a lot. So, I would say if the Galactic Marines were to do this battle over again, they should probably try and spread out more. Maybe send more troopers to the right, instead of just cramming everyone into this one blockade area. I feel like that would have been a better position. But, I mean, they're doing good. They're taking out a lot of rebel soldiers. They also still have these 4 soldiers way out here who have spread out quite nicely. They're probably looking for a few kills. The rebels, though, do have soldiers that are coming around the flanks here. They're going to be approaching from this side, though that clone does seem to have it on lockdown and is firing at a rebel through this window here. Man, this is tight. This is a tough battle. This is one of the closest ones I think we've had. Probably the closest one since Luke Skywalker versus Commander Cody, which was a doozy of a battle. Oh, buddy, why'd you go for the grenade? You should fire at that guy. Dude! Oh, no, now his position. Oh, okay, his friends are helping him out. Ooh, he takes out that guy. Then he turns around and starts firing at that window over there. He's taking a quick heal. I can respect that. Sometimes you gotta know when to put the gun down and do a quick heal, but, you know, now's the time to get the gun back out. Oh? This guy's... Oh, he got sniped in the back of the head. Oh, so now, yeah, this flank ended up working out nicely because that guy wasn't able to get a kill there. This clone's trying to get some wall penetration or something. Oh. Jeez Louise. What is going on here? Oh! I'm actually seeing Galactic Marines way back here coming forward from the flank. That could help out considerably. These Galactic Marines sort of rotating around. Oh! Oh, there was a rebel in there. Huh. Well, that's no good. Couple of Galactic Marines chilling in that alleyway still. This is a tight battle, but rebels seem to be pushing the advantage. As long as those Galactic Marine reinforcements over here just sort of hurry it up a little bit and get over here, things could be good. Oh god, these 3 are crammed in there. Are there more than those 3? I think that might be it. Okay. What? Shoot him! Shoot him! There you go. There you go! 2 kills. Oh god, 3! Oh, this could be the big W we wanted. Oof. Why are they just chilling with the rebels in there? There you go. There you go. Oh my god, this could be the comeback of a century. Wow. Yeah. Galactic Marines were down, but now it's 2 versus like 7. Because the Galactic Marines now have more troopers. We'll see. Maybe these rebels could pull it off. One of them's got an EE3. The other's got a sniper. Nice grenade. Oh, that could be... Oh, if that guy hadn't ducked out of the way, maybe. Because he just got shot down. 1 rebel remains. These 2 are just unconscious, actually. 1 rebel remaining. Inside the building. Will he manage to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kills? We'll see. We'll see. It's possible. We've seen weirder things happen. He's just going to let that guy pass through. He doesn't want to draw attention to himself. Actually, they're just clearing out now. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's popping out. Could this be a sneaky play by the Galactic Marines, or are they just peacing out? I think they're just peacing out. Yeah, they're just out of here. Oh, but there's this guy here. Maybe they're trying to lure this guy out, and then this Galactic Marine. Oh, okay. Oh, he's in a building. What a weird building area. The shed like goes into the house. Excuse me? Oh, this guy's moving out now. Oh, but he takes some shots. It was a play by the Galactic Marines. Now he's getting shot at from a distance. He's hugging that wall, trying to make his body as small as possible so if he doesn't get killed, he gets 1 shot off, but then dies. The Galactic Marines take it. After many, many clones have been losing these battles, they finally managed to cop a win here. It was a slaughter, though. There is 8 Galactic Marines remaining. 0 rebels. That's a close battle. When you start with 100 troopers and all that's remaining is 8, that's wild. You can see yellow are the dead Galactic Marines, red are the dead rebels, and it was a slaughter. It was both sides taking hefty losses. This was brutal, and I think the Galactic Marines just barely scraped by there at the end. They played it clutch. They really clutched it. Let's see. This trooper has no kills. This one has none. This one has 1. This one has none. This one has 7. This one has 2. This one has 6. And this one, who's still in this house, has none. So really, most of the guys that were remaining didn't even have that many kills themselves. So Very interesting battle. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.